relationship advice. We're going to talk about relationships and how a regular bowel movement would affect a relationship. Okay. So I found this interesting, but it's also funny at the same time.
Okay.
Where it all revolves around farts.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
So when some people get into relationships,
Yes.
I know there's a handful of people that I've talked to that if they heard, well, it's a guy thinking that if they heard their partner as a woman fart, they wouldn't want to have sex with them or anything.
I could get Jim on this.
because that's not a feminine
Okay.
quality for them, and that turns them off.
Oh my God.
And at
He
the-
could say stuff about this because we have this problem right here.
And at the same time, it's these. What are you doing?
No, I'm going to put him on about the farts.
Oh my gosh. No, because he's gonna put.
Okay, we're talking about farts. Okay, so now you're on speaker. So then,
Am I in a podcast?
yeah. So it's about when you're with a partner for a long time. Okay, and then
No, I've done some research where there's a lot of people, like a guy who's looking at another woman and their feminine qualities, and if they heard or if they ever heard them fart, then they would be immediately turned off because it's not a feminine quality.
Mm-hmm.
So at the same time, they don't want to see them, poop or do anything. So it's almost like they're in separate parts of the house. Like the guy has his own bathroom and the girl has her own bathroom. So in their whole relationship, they'd never seen each other go to the bathroom at all. Because sexually, it's a turnoff to see, poop come out of, a woman's
we
butt
don't
or something.
necessarily see the poop come out. You just see them sitting on the toilet.
Right, but it's just the visual is there, and you just don't want.
But how can you not fart when you're with somebody? Oh no.
I'm crunching in chips. I didn't know.
Yes. So I mean,
Hi, Brian.
I do it in front of him. Not go to the bathroom, but fart for sure.
Right.
She can win a truck driver farting contest. I think she could really.
Yeah. So then is it a turn off to you?
Well, I can just honestly say that my whole life, women have always said that from me. I don't know if they hide in the other room or something. I mean, I'm sure they do it, right? But then I said that Brenda made up for all those other people.
Well, for me, it's kind of a turn off because.
I'm just not used to it.
Well, see, my son's mother. I mean, she blows. She can blow up everything because her butt is so big she can't even fit on a roller coaster cart
Oh no.
because they kick her off.
For real?
Right. So I'm thinking, if I'm supposed to be sexually attracted to that and she's blowing sharts in her underwear, is that really attractive?
Yeah, but you have to think about everybody pees and poops and vomits and
Right, but you don't
It's
necessarily
dark.
want to see that. It's almost like, do you actually go to a restaurant and see somebody kill a cow just to make the burger?
no.
That would turn you off, right?
Right.
I know she could probably make that movie Backdraft. It's like
Well, that's an old movie.
Yeah, that's an old.
I don't even remember. I don't think I've seen that movie.
Me neither, but I mean, I understand what you're saying. But if let's just say somebody's living together or they're together often, I mean, what are you supposed to do?
Well, see,
And then there's times where you get sick, like you throw up or have diarrhea.
right. I mean, I can understand that.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah. Well, a lot of the guys that I talk to, they would just divorce their wife immediately if they
are
saw
you
that.
serious?
Yeah.
If
Just
they're
for gas, I told her to bottle it up and sell it.
oh,
Nitrous oxide.
do you
or
know that
something.
we're on a podcast? Then?
And there was a borderline for me. Like my son's mother, she couldn't stop burping and farting, whatever it was,
Yeah.
and she can do it on command. Where for some reason, every time I walk into a room where I'm eating, she's got a fart.
Yeah, I don't think you should do that while somebody's eating or something. Absolutely
Oh,
not.
really?
Yeah.
Like in their face when they're laying down? I understand.
Yeah, because I don't want to eat your floating biscuits.
Yeah.
I'm like, I want to taste the food and not your bodily fluids.
So you've talked to men and they would divorce their wives if they go to the bathroom or fart?
Well, they just don't want to see it.
Yeah, it should be a private matter, I guess.
Right.
Unless we're doing like a Howard Stern.
Well, see, that's almost the same thing as, well, when my son was born.
Okay.
I didn't want to see him coming out of that thing because it's
Yeah.
almost like, if I go down on her, I don't want to imagine a monster coming out with his fingers going through that vag.
Yeah, it's like the movie Alien or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can't relate to that.
Yeah, so that's a little freaky, and that doesn't turn me on. Maybe that's just me.
Right, but other women that you've been with have had babies.
Right, I just don't want to see it coming out of you.
Right.
Yeah,
Huh.
that kind of makes sense.
I can't relate to them. Yeah, I can't relate to that.
Because you don't want to, like, think of the playground as being like a site that was also.
With the baby but then don't you want to see your child being born there and be there for when your child's born?
Right, I mean that's a nice thing to see your child being born, but you don't want to necessarily screw afterbirth.
No.
Do you?
No.
Or see, that's what I imagine. I'm just picturing that kind of thing.
Huh. Were you there when your child was born?
Yeah, I was present when my child was born. I just told her I don't want to see it down there. Just I'm gonna focus in on your
Face,
eyes,
okay.
and I'm looking at your eyes. And
Well, that makes sense.
my
Okay, that's understandable.
I don't want to see this thing coming out and all the bodily fluids that are coming out of there.
Okay, well that's understandable. So I can understand that part.
Yeah, it's
That's
just
quite the experience, yeah.
right.
Yeah, it's quite an experience. It makes you bond with your child, but I understand that other yucky stuff that you're saying.
Yeah, because
And you're like, what's happening to my playground? You know what I mean? It's really constant.
Huh.
yeah, it's almost like on the other hand, some people like anal sex, but then I've had bad experiences where I've seen corn in their poop sticking out.
Oh, you did?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
my
God, I'm gonna.
that's like. I mean, I've seen some disgusting things where it just turns me off. I don't want to go in the back door anymore.
Yeah, that would turn me off.
Yeah, I don't really
Yeah,
care
I
for
just
that.
don't know why they put the sewer plant next to the playground. That's crazy.
Doesn't
That's
seem
an old
weird
joke.
then. Oh my God.
Yeah, so that's weird. So you think the other way? I mean, you haven't had bad experiences like that, where you just didn't want to go into that place?
Well, I don't do butt stuff.
Well,
But
yeah,
I
wouldn't
I
either.
had men that their pee-pee smells like cheese or something.
Oh,
And that's a big turn off.
yeah.
You know.
Well, that's
After
yeah.
a long day at work.
Yeah, I just don't like odors or smells.
Yeah.
So to
that's
me,
the
that's a
last
big
thing.
turn off.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, or butt
She's got
smells.
a nose like a German Shepherd.
Yeah,
I
you
think.
got. I think you should shower before and after. And,
Yeah,
that's
well,
just
so
me.
Well, that's the same thing with the fart thing. It's like that doesn't get me more attracted to you if you're
Right.
shitting up a storm.
Yeah, maybe it works in the wild like that. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I understand that.
I think we should pin up his ex against you, and you would win the contest.
So then
I
you
think.
should. So you think they should just go in another room or go upstairs or something? Or?
Yeah, bottle it off in the cellar.
Yeah, I mean, in
Jam.
a sense, it might be private because I don't want to smell what you ate yesterday
Right.
either.
Oh my God. You had some crazy things going on
Yeah,
there.
they're like, check out what color my poop is.
What? Ew, I never talk about that stuff or even try to think about it.
Ugh.
Although I've heard people like go in the bathroom, I can hear it plopping in the toilet.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
that makes me sick.
You know, if we're in a public toilet, I always ask them if they're okay over there.
Yeah, I don't like that. Yeah, that's a turn off to me.
Yeah, because my son's mother thinks I have a problem because I don't necessarily burp or fart.
Hmm.
So, yeah, she thinks I have some issues.
No, you just realize it's more private.
No, I physically I can't burp. I don't burp for some reason. I mean, if I do try to burp or something comes up, it's almost like throw up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's really gross.
So I don't have a lot of air in me in order to dispense it in other ways.
Yeah.
Like backfiring, like.
Yeah.
Huh. So she's the only one that you've been with that does that or did that?
Well, I've had when I went down on a girl, I had somebody fart on my face. So.
Accidentally, or they
Yeah,
weren't?
accidentally.
Oh my god.
And I had to smell it.
Oh my god.
But,
yeah, that would be a turnoff, and I think I would just get up and
Oh, that'd be good.
I would be real done with that. No, yeah, I'd be real done with that for real.
I'd be like the poo-poo platter to take out at the Chinese restaurant.
Oh my god.
yeah, blow your hair back.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's really gross.
I mean, some people are okay with it, but some people aren't.
Well, some people have fetishes, so there's a lot of people that have weird fetishes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
They may be into that you're not into, and you don't know that they're into that.
Yeah, some people want you to go potty on their chest or pee on them.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like a
people,
golden shower.
yeah,
I'd
Yeah,
rather
people
stick to a
pay for
regular
that.
shower.
yeah, people like that, and people have feet fetishes, or
Yeah, it's like the girl that I did the podcast at the beginning, Lisa.
Stanford fetish.
People paid her to do a lot of things like that.
Are you serious?
Oh yeah,
Wow.
yeah, she has a
Seems
lot of
like a
money.
nice way.
Yeah, I couldn't do that stuff.
Yeah,
We gotta make a living, I guess.
yeah, she does make a good living, that's for sure.
Wow. I don't know if I could sleep at night knowing I did that stuff.
Yeah,
I
she does.
know, I know if a certain woman, if she got paid to fart, she'd be a millionaire.
Yeah,
Yeah, people are, or they want you to mail their panties through the mail or something. Or
you can make a lot of money for
I
with
know.
that.
That's really weird.
No, people are into that. Yeah, I would definitely take advantage of that.
Really?
If somebody wanted my underwear, here you go. I'll just buy a new one. I'll
Oh.
charge you $200.
Okay, so
For
what
mine.
website do you go on for that?
I'll poop
Yeah,
in
we
my.
gotta get started in business.
It's like, you want brown streaks in there?
People are
Want them
nuts.
racetrack marks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
People are nuts.
That's an extra $75.
Oh my god, people pay that
Yeah,
much?
you can
Yeah.
throw in a free burnout like for that.
Oh my god.
You're
Wow.
like something like rubber here. Oh.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I don't necessarily understand the farting thing because maybe I am weird. I mean, I know a lot of guys that fart. But
Right.
I'm just not one of them.
I
Just,
never knew girls farted until I met a certain someone.
yeah, it's just not something you're into that turns you off.
No, it's not something I really do either.
Right.
Might be like the pheromones thing, like someone blows wind, you're like, oh wow, hey.
Yeah, that some people have a fetish. That's a fetish. Like they like that stuff. Or dirty feet, or
Yeah. No, I think it was because of something happened when I was younger because I was tired of the smell. So when Mom would drive in her
oh
Nova,
yeah, she would.
she would roll up the windows
Yep.
and she would fart and
That's
it
the
would stink.
truth.
And it's like, why don't you roll down the windows?
Yep, exactly. I remember
Gas me
that.
out.
I remember that.
And I can
Now that you mentioned it.
and I can smell your butt. I don't need to smell your butt while I'm driving a half hour just to go to school.
Yes. I do remember that stuff.
And then the kids will make fun of you and call you a shit boy at school
Well, I don't think they smelled anything.
because the stink is in your clothes now.
No, I don't think they were the smell.
Like Pepe Le Pew, the cartoon.
I do remember that now. That is weird. Like she's just weird. Period.
It's like, roll down the windows.
Or just don't do it.
Yeah. It's like, have some consideration.
Yep, exactly. Yep, no, never any consideration for us ever. Nope,
Uh,
disrespectful.
I would hide all the beans so she can't eat them. Like,
Mm,
it is funny to talk about, though.
it is.
Yeah, for me.
I don't mind trying to rip one if I'm in a big group of people and they gotta guess who farted. It's like, wow.
Yeah, like if you're at a bar or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, people do that, and I'm like, that is really gross.
Remember if we're in an elevator and you rip one of people, like, who did that? Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
All right, what other subjects can we talk about? That's
I don't know. See,
Movies.
the fart thing kind of got to me because my son's mother always focuses on that. It's like, well, you don't like me because I farted all the time.
yeah,
I'm
that
like,
was her
that's
fault.
not-
That's not the reason.
That's not the reason.
No.
No,
Yeah, that's not the reason.
No.
but that didn't help.
No.
But that's the only thing that she can think of.
Right, because that's what she's focusing on. You know.
Yeah, that's kind of stupid. I mean, there's a whole bunch of stuff from.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah. There's several reasons you weren't really compatible.
No, we
You-
were two opposites.
Yeah, you didn't have a lot of things in common.
No.
No. There's no middle ground ever.
No, and she didn't really like to talk. She wasn't compassionate. She was just she was more like a man, you know, like you're dating a man.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my.
I don't know if that makes sense. It's like there's no emotion, there's no nothing, there's no sympathy or empathy or I mean, like a lot of things you have to deal with baggage anyways for
Right.
any relationship that
Right.
you're in. But how you work together it makes the difference.
Yep. And if you want to work on it,
Yeah.
yeah. And obviously,
And yeah, she never. That's something that she admitted that she doesn't have any empathy, or she couldn't put herself in my shoes for a lot of things. Because a lot of things frustrated me about her.
right.
Because I was forced to like clean the outside of the house, clean the inside of the house, have two jobs, cook for myself because she really never cooked for me, and plus take care of my son. And you know, I got tired of it.
Of course.
I got
That's a lot.
yeah. And,
So that's not really having a relationship. It's just like you doing a lot of work
right.
and not doing anything together. And I'm not saying doing activities together, but working on the things in the home together. Or
Yeah, and I tried to work with her, and I made a spreadsheet. It's like, well, can you help me with this?
right,
And then I can do this, and we can spell out what we're doing.
right.
And she didn't want any part of it. So
Wow. So she wanted you to do all that, and she works and then just comes home and just lays there.
well, she was kind of used to it because I had a night job. So when she came home at 5:00,
Mhm.
I went to work,
Right.
and she had 2 hours with our son, and she put him to bed.
Right.
So by the time I got home, she went to work and Logan woke up. So I never really slept for the first 4 years of his life.
God.
But she can't put herself in my shoes.
No.
And you know, I did a lot of work. So I mean, a relationship takes two people. It just doesn't
I
take
agree.
one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. For sure.
Oh, yeah.
If they want it to work, yep. When one person shouldn't be the parent and one person shouldn't be the child.
Yes.
Yeah, you don't want a parent-child relationship.
No.
So
Where the person pays for a lot of their things, and then because that becomes a parent-child relationship, then they don't, other things are affected because of that.
well, no, I mean it's good to come equally as long as it works.
Right. Or if you want to be with that person and you feel compatible to them, or I know, because going from relationship to relationship, it's exhausting.
Yeah, then you got to learn their baggage.
Yep.
and
Yep.
Everything else.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Like being at the airport, you don't know how much luggage you'll be bringing. Oh.
Yep. That's true.
Yeah.
I was like, hopefully it's just a carry-on instead of like a 6-piece luggage suit.
Yeah, how much luggage you have to unpack.
Right.
You're like, you don't gotta bring all that luggage. You just, how about the carry-on? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Everybody has things that they have to work on for sure. If you want to make a relationship.
Yeah, most people don't realize they have things that they have to work on
Right.
because they have to learn from their other relationships.
Right. To learn from your other relationships, your past relationship am I repeating the cycle? You know.
Yeah, because mom tells me I repeat the same cycle over and over again. She always yells at me and saying, "You always attract the same kind of woman."
That's what she tells me that.
And it's usually like an A type, more of aggressive type.
Oh, because she's aggressive.
Well, mom is
So then that's
the
what-
A type
yeah.
as well.
Right.
But
So that's what you're attracted to because that's what you know.
well, no, I don't want a submissive woman. I want somebody, that I can have an actual conversation with.
Right.
I don't need a maid.
No.
No, I want a partner where you cook for me and then I'll cook for you, or if you invite me out, I'll treat you, to this nice dinner here, and then she can do the same thing later on. It's
Right.
like
To be reciprocated, yeah, that'd be nice.
Oh.
In all facets, right? Like sexually.
Well, yeah, that's where I like the more aggressive woman,
No.
because on that fact we're on equal ground, because I can be just as aggressive.
There you go.
But don't things have to outside of that, come together?
Yeah, we come together
before-
because we're alike in the same manner,
Right.
and we can relate with each other, being aggressive.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
like I keep on saying, the more you can relate with each other, the more that you think things that you have in common, the stronger the relationship would be.
Yep. Yeah. If there's too much.
Yeah, if there's too much like one way, like
Yeah.
yeah,
That's
if,
the gosh.
yeah, it's not a good healthy relationship because
Maybe resentment.
Oh.
yeah, maybe you'll start to resent them or expect them to do the same thing over and over again, and then all of a sudden, it's almost like if you give somebody flowers on every Valentine's Day
Mhm.
and you don't get reciprocated,
Right.
you start to resent that holiday
Right.
and resent the fact
Yeah.
that I bought these flowers and I don't get appreciated for it.
Right. Like when you get somebody a Christmas gift and they don't get you one, or yeah.
I know. I've been
Yeah,
there.
it's just sometimes it's the little things that matter.
Right.
Like when you give affection and you don't get it in return. Yeah. That's tough.
Yeah. Well, mostly there's a reason for it.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to work together and find out the reasons. Yeah, because a lot of times it's a communication issue or somebody's triggering something from your past.
Yeah.
I mean, you're normally an accumulation of your past.
Correct.
Yeah. Anyways.
Right. Right. Yeah. How can
Yeah.
you not be?
Yeah, and some people might not realize you're more sensitive to and react to something that is normal to you, but
Right.
it's not to them.
Right. Yeah, because they don't understand.
Right.
Right.
Communication's key, right? It's just some people don't communicate properly. They just shut down and walk away. Nothing gets resolved that way.
Well, that's not good, but sometimes you want to take a break, right? And collect your thoughts in order to, talk like an adult.
Right.
Yeah.
Instead of
Yeah, it's like I have scars going down on women.
you do.
Yeah, if they fart in my face.
Oh.
And other women are not sensitive to, what I've experienced.
Right.
So,
This is true.
yeah, if somebody farts and then a particle pops in my eye from their
Oh.
fart, I mean,
God.
they haven't experienced that.
Oh my god. He's
My God. They're
So-
liable to put an eye out with that thing.
Yeah, so you become traumatized with certain situations, right?
right. Like, is this person going to do that to me? Or...
Yeah, well, you just tend to not go there just
Right.
to be safe.
Right. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
you get scared when they fart. You can be like, you scared me.
Mm.
You be traumatized.
Yeah,
Oh, you scared me. Remember that?
Mm.
yeah.
Remember that one, Brittany?
Mm.
Some people's
That's
butts are bigger than.
I know.
others.
I've seen some big tushies.
Yeah, we saw it earlier.
There's a lot of I don't know. You just have to find somebody you wanna
She got a big old butt.
to be a. I don't know. I'm just more looking for a companion and somebody who's equal and doesn't.
All right. I feel you, man.
well, equal is a perception.
Equal is a
what
percent.
what is really equal? I mean, nothing can be exactly equal.
No, nothing could
Nothing
be
is really
exact.
fair.
But I don't want to be doing more than the other person's doing. And
Yeah.
taking all the burden.
Well,
the
if
burden.
if the give and take is there, sometimes you want to show your affection a little bit more.
Right.
Yep, I give, they take. No, I'm just kidding.
You
No,
know,
it's a give and take.
like for me, you know, I don't think chivalry is dead. So you keep on opening the door. You keep on, like I have a lot of first dates, and a lot of girls don't like the fact that I wouldn't pay for dinner because I get so many stories from those women. There was one story that some girl told me that they ordered dinner, and he said, "Oh, I forgot my wallet in the car," and then he just took off, and that was their first date.
Smart. I mean, nice. That's terrible.
Yeah. That's why you have problems in your past relationships that go on to your present. Do you understand? Yeah.
No, but I see so many stories like that.
I'm just kidding.
Hmm.
Sometimes they expect a lavish dinner on the first date. I was like, you gotta earn that, right? I mean, if they're really good with their hands or, you know.
No, for me it doesn't matter. I mean, you pay for the conversation,
Yeah.
and it's like, well, if you go by yourself to a bar, how much do you pay anyways?
Correct.
So you're
Yeah.
paying for yourself anyways,
Right.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like it's a gentleman thing to do for, you know, you might as well pay,
Yeah, you pay for the companionship and getting to know each other, and
and
maybe-
it's never going to be equal because
Do we take them to a 5-star restaurant or a 2-star restaurant? On the first date?
no, you go in between. You don't
Yeah.
go the high end or the low end.
right.
I know. You're right. You don't want to get.
But once you're in the relationship, I mean, you should be comfortable with each other on where to go and what to do, right?
Right.
Yeah, you're good.
You're not necessarily going to go to a 5-star restaurant unless you have an anniversary or birthday, right?
Right. Or you have that kind of money. That's your kind of lifestyle.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. If that's your
So
lifestyle and you're an upper class person.
Yeah, that's different.
Right.
If you don't have the money, then you can't do it.
Yep. If you don't have the money, then you don't do it. Yep.
Yeah.
I agree. Yep.
Yep, you just have date night at the house.
Yeah. You busted open the board games and the movies and the popcorn and the.
That gets
Watch a
boring.
movie, make a movie. That's all.
That gets boring.
Oh, I mean, there's always free things to do though.
Yeah, there is.
Watch a movie, make a movie.
Yeah. See, we're all on different levels.
Yeah, we are.
Is that funny that I said that?
So funny.
Oh my god.
Oh crap! Yeah, I've learned a lot of things from other women.
Should you do a sleepover on the first date?
No, well, I don't know if I've ever done that.
I have.
What?
Yeah, I don't think I can do that.
Yeah, I've had one night stand.
Yeah, I have values. I don't.
Oh, I've never had a one night stand,
Oh,
but I
really?
thought he was talking about just a sleepover.
Oh.
Yeah, man, she went.
Oh, you
all
haven't
in.
slept over at other women's houses?
After we known each other for a little bit, yeah.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, not on the first date.
No,
No way.
no, because I've had stalkers and I've had all kinds of bad situations.
Yeah, that's uncomfortable. And I wouldn't tell somebody where I live, like what city I live in or anything.
Yeah, yeah.
Has
definitely.
he had a hit and run before where you hit it and you're.
See how immature he is? He's so
No, he's being funny.
I know.
We're not gonna call our real names.
I've had a hit and run before, and then I got a bladder infection.
We can't disclose our real name, so your name will be Penelope. My name will be.
I've just had a lot of car wrecks.
You've had a lot of car wrecks?
Yeah, he's talking about hit and run.
Oh. Oh my god.
See, I'm switching gears.
So you never in your life had a one night stand?
No, I've never had a one night stand.
Really? Wow.
He prefers the sports cars fast.
Huh. That's crazy. Oh, that's
No,
crazy.
that's not necessarily crazy. A lot of the women I come across are crazy. So I'm
Yeah.
particular because I know the A-type personalities. They have high-paying jobs and they have all kinds of other things. So they're established.
Right.
and so am I. So
Right.
I can relate to that.
That's true.
So that's why I go after that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, the one night stands or the people that just get blackout drunk. I mean,
Yeah, I hate that. I wouldn't do blackout drunk situation. I
Yeah.
don't like drinking, period. So I'm not into that.
yeah, I can imagine that they would be like limp fish, and I don't want something like that.
Right.
Sometimes drinking makes them look better, I guess. No, I'm just joking.
No, probably. But then I wouldn't want to wake up to that either.
No.
Now, me neither. I'd be like, I'm going to get some cigarettes. She's like, I didn't think you smoked. I was like, I do now. See you later.
Yeah.
And you do a burnout in the driveway.
Oh my god.
No. Yeah, see, I don't like the one night stands either because I'd want it consistently.
Okay, so you have a
'Cause-
consistent one night stand with the friends with benefits.
No, I want a consistent relationship. Where we,
Yeah, Brian's a relationship person for. Oh,
yeah.
Thank you.
he's a relationship person for sure. Yeah.
You just
He's like the female kind of.
Yeah, because the one night stands, they're far and few between.
yeah.
It's like
They're just empty.
it's too much work to try to work the bar or work the dance floor or that kind of thing.
Yeah, it's
But-
like a full-time job.
For me, once you're in a relationship, it's not too much work as long as you're communicating, as long as you're sympathizing with each other's past and just benefiting.
Right.
True.
Huh.
It's like you walk into a relationship and say, what can I do for you today to make you feel better?
Right.
Or what can I improve on your life? Because you don't want to date somebody that's just going to drag you down, right?
No,
Because that's just depressing.
I do not.
And it causes more arguments.
Correct.
So I kind of stay away from that kind of crap.
Right.
Yep, I agree. I don't blame you. I think they should approach and say, what can I do for each other, like you said, and then I would probably respond, like, start with a good rub down or something.
See, that's all he talks about.
Well, men are more physical, so that's what they understand.
I'm just being funny.
Yeah.
And women are more
we can
what?
start, we can
Oh,
start with a
emotional.
good meal.
Well, I mean,
We can start with a good meal and then wind up having dessert.
let's look at it this way. So when we were younger,
Yeah.
we get sent a pair of boobs, and we're like, "Whoa, look at these shiny boobs!" And if you get sent a penis, it's not that kind of an effect
No.
for you.
No.
So
I think
totally
it's
different.
stupid, and I don't like that.
So experiences kind of lubricate that relationship. Things that you do together and happy times kind of lubricate that relationship.
Right. That I agree.
Not physical.
Right.
I mean, it's nice to get a massage here and there, but
Right.
you don't have to. That's kind of a turnoff.
Right.
And I've been, yeah. So if you want that, constant physical,
Right. You have to feel close to somebody and feel.
you have to sympathize with your partner.
Right. I feel
Realize
secure.
what they want.
Like I can say anything that I want to say, but I can't. So that shuts me down to be physical with somebody, or you know what I mean.
Yeah, I mean, I have that problem with Beth, where she's not physical,
Mm-hmm.
but the more experiences and the more communication, that opens her up.
Right.
Right.
Right. You have to know how to work it.
Yeah.
Say the right things and do the right things, and
Well, I mean, you're never gonna say the perfect.
no,
thing,
you'll never say the perfect things, but
you gotta
not say the
understand-
bad trigger things.
Well, yeah, you have to sympathize what they're going through,
Right.
and she's going through a lot of stuff.
Oh, I'm sure. But I'm not even going with that one. I'm not even going
Yeah,
with
go
that
there,
one.
do it.
No. I think it's too much jerking around back and forth. Either you're in or you're out.
Yeah, because most of this podcast I talk about Beth anyways.
Okay. So either you're in or you're out. So if she wants to have time alone, she should still be in it and fix herself while she's in the relationship. You can't keep knocking on the door and say, "Okay, well I'm ready now." Okay, now I'm not ready. That's so
Well,
much jerking around.
No, I understand her point of view though, because she's trying to figure out herself, and she has so many issues. She just figured out that she was an alcoholic.
But how come she keeps coming back and forth? That's jerking somebody around.
Well, she knows that I'm safe.
Yeah, I want to find a safe person. Yep.
And she knows that he's a good guy, you know.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
he's
and
safe.
and all the other guys jerked her around.
So she didn't jerk you around?
No, well, all the other guys promised things that they couldn't keep.
Right.
Like this last relationship that she had with, his name was Frank, and he promised, yeah, I'll spend a lot of time with you. I'll do this and I'll do that. And she's not a sports person, but he is.
Mm-hmm.
So she didn't like that part of it. I guess he lied, and he was always working. Even when he was working, he didn't really text much. So because her love language is time.
Yeah.
So the more time that you spend, the more of a connection she feels.
Right.
And if you don't spend time with her, if you don't do anything with her, and all you want is sex, because that's what all those guys wanted.
Correct.
With her, she's turned off. She doesn't want anything to do with them,
Yeah.
and she drops them within three months.
Right. That makes sense.
And then she looks at me, and I'm like, I'm not like that.
Right.
I mean, you know, I don't care what you make or how you make it. I communicate with her all the time. I'm not necessarily jumping on her for sex all the time, because I need the same thing that she needs. Is I need a communication. I need a connection. I need experiences. Let's have fun together.
Right.
Let's enjoy each other with no drama. It's like my son's mother used to call me names like fucktard and all kinds of other things. I don't want that kind of relationship.
No.
That's terrible.
Yeah, because
That's a turn off.
Yeah, that doesn't give me a stiffy.
Yeah, that doesn't make me turn down to you when you call me names and stuff. Yep, yeah.
Yeah, I don't personally.
I agree. It's like if they call you a loser or worthless, it's terrible.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not a good turn.
No.
No.
Yeah, you gotta spend time together, and then you can jump each other's bones afterwards.
Well, it has to do with the connection, though. You can spend time together and have a bad time.
Yeah, I mean, it should be consistent. I mean, if you do the things that you enjoy
Right.
together.
Right. Yeah.
And then do each other. Yep.
You sound.
Hey, he's just being funny.
No.
Do things together, then do each other. I'm just kidding. No, it's all good. It all goes hand in hand and
Yeah, it does.
cheek to cheek and mouth to mouth.
Yeah. Well, yeah, most guys are physical anyways.
Right.
Well,
It's just I'm too old, and you know, it just doesn't work for me anymore.
Right.
It worked for me in high school,
Sure.
but not anymore.
Right. I get it.
Because I'm tired of, you know, the other people's baggage and all the work that I have to do.
Right, and they're not doing any work.
And yeah, they're not doing anything.
Nope. They say they're going to do it, but they don't.
yeah, we get tired of being treated like an object. They just want us for our body.
See how it.
Well, no, for Beth and I, that wasn't the case. Because she always turned it around on me.
That's what women always say. That he always wants me for my body. I'm like, no, it's for their brains too, I guess.
Well, yeah, it should be for their brains because they need to know how to screw you right.
Exactly.
Yeah, if you're stupid, you don't know how to do anything, and you're a dead fish.
Yeah, you don't want to screw their brains out completely. You got to keep some for.
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah, that's
God.
why I go after the smart women.
Exactly. You're like, okay, they didn't tear her up too bad. She still got some brains left out. That's
Oh my God.
See, that's guy humor. We know that stuff.
That's not how this person thinks.
She looked real marked. She's real marked.
Yeah, he grew up differently.
Yeah.
He thinks differently. He had different experiences.
Yeah, well, we all do. We all
Yeah.
have different experiences.
Right.
Well, even me and you did. I mean, we
Right.
have different experiences.
Well, me and you have. Yeah, I'm more outgoing. You're the more introvert. You have
No,
different
I'm more
experience.
outgoing.
You're more outgoing than
What are
me.
you talking about? Oh yeah, I'm the one who goes pole dancing, and I don't have to drink.
He's outgoing. He's the one doing the podcast.
Yeah.
It's fun.
I'm the one who's going out with transgenders.
You were?
Well, yeah, my friend Ben, he was a transgender, and he took me out to these bars where we did pole dancing.
For real?
Yeah.
You're going to get points for that.
Oh my god. Is that the one that passed?
Yeah, that's the one that passed away.
Oh dear.
But he has some really cute girls around him.
Oh really?
Oh yeah.
Huh.
Well, maybe that's the way to get that.
Yeah, it'd be a transition.
To pick up the cute girls, you gotta hang out with a transgender fella.
No, you just have to. He was so outgoing and so friendly that everybody just came to
Gravitated
him.
around.
Yeah,
Him. Yep.
Yeah.
yeah. He didn't say anything bad about people, and he just talked about, oh, I'm into Star Wars, and he talks about his shirt.
Right.
I'm like,
And then everybody
it's
knew.
like what woman is into Star Wars? And then he found a couple,
Huh.
and I was surprised.
Wow.
Yeah. They probably like the saber sword. Force me with it.
Isn't he like a 12-year-old? The way his responses are. God.
You
No,
said,
that's
oh my
okay.
God.
No,
Check
I have
out
a-
my lightsaber.
Yeah, I have a friend named Brittany that's like that.
Oh really?
Yeah, she's into the double dildos
Oh my god.
Whoa.
and those are lightsabers because they light up.
Oh they do?
Yeah, and she plays with them.
Oh my god.
She might be one of the smart ones too. She's a smart one. We like the smart ones.
Yeah, she's not that smart. Yeah, she's okay. She goes after smarter people though.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
I agree. Alright, well, I'm gonna start
Oh,
I'm
okay.
getting tired. Alright, we're gonna wrap up this session.
Okay, well, it's been nice joining y'all.
Alright, bye.
Okay, take care, y'all.
Bye.
Peace out. Hey, rip one before we go.
Bye. Yeah, isn't he real immature? His responses are immature. He's just,
Yeah, well, that's his.
I don't know why he's like that. Like he can't have a normal conversation. Yeah.
He
His-
likes to be funny. It's almost like you've seen Friends, right?
yeah.
So it's like Sandler. Remember him?
Yeah.
So he uses comedy as a defense when he's uncomfortable.
So you think he's uncomfortable?
Maybe he just doesn't know how to react to a certain thing, or maybe be serious.
Yeah, he doesn't know how to be serious for sure.
Yeah. So
That's one thing,
if he
right?
wants to have an adult situation, he needs to, or adult conversation,
Right.
he needs to know how to switch gears
Switch gears, yeah.
and be more sensitive to certain things.
Yeah, because I don't know how you could check your emotions at the door while you're having a conversation. Just be like, hello, how are you today? All right. You know, I don't understand that. Because emotions are happy, sad, disappointed, thinking about it, you know. How can I not be doing all that?
Well, he's going back to the labeling everybody that they're crazy.
Yeah, that's
So-
what he does. When he's probably really the crazy one. He has a lot of issues.
Maybe he's just not consistent.
No, he's not consistent
No.
or reliable. There's no reliability ever.
Yeah, he doesn't know how.
No. No.
He just works with what he's got.
He got most of
That would conclude this episode. Until next time, we'll see you later.